All right. We're back. The Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons. Gosh, episode 3000.
So it feels like it sometimes.
Joined by Randy Angston. What's up, buddy?
Good day, sir.
Good day.
How are we doing?
Dude, I was just getting hype on that that We Ready pre-work. Hey, you got any old football jocks that are listening? Is go Google We Ready for y'all pre-game locker room. It's like this high school team.
Get all amped up.
Yeah, I got the chills, ready to go. Let's do it. All right, quick announcement. We've got our coaching program is open and ready to take on new gyms that feel like they need to grow a little bit. You need help with systems, automation, marketing, staffing, culture, all in all. We hit all these topics in our coaching program. It's winninggym.com/grow, because when you join that, you will grow.
Yeah. I mean, plain and simple, if you're making $30,000 or less per month, we've got systems for you.
Yeah. And really more. I mean, honestly, we work with gyms we worked with a gym that was doing 70,000 and took them to 115,000. We work with gyms that are doing 20,000, took them to 80,000. We work with gyms that are, 30, 40,000, take to 70, 80,000.
Yeah, the other half of the coin too is the time invested. So we're working with a gentleman right now. He's doing over 45. He was doing over 45 when he came to us, but it's all happening on his shoulders. And so now he's ready for, to diversify some of that weight across, the systems and a staffing structure and things like that to be able to scale more.
Really good, guys. winninggym.com/grow. We should probably, honestly, do a show about all these results we're getting for people. I mean, it's amazing some of the growth that happens in these groups, and it's awesome because a lot of it's just little tweaks, changes, and some are overhauls. Some are overhauls, but some are just like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's the key to unlock the door, right? Okay, let's get in this episode. We're talking marketing. We're talking avatars. We're talking about how to snipe your perfect client. Let's talk about, in general, marketing for a second. So scroll through Facebook, scroll through Instagram, hell, TikTok today. You're going to see generalized marketing pretty much thrown out there. It's from your competitors and stuff. And I'm talking about fitness marketing. A lot of it is, join now for $1. Or 7-day free pass.
Yep.
Or free class, or bring a friend free, or couples membership, or whatever. And really that's what we want to talk about. I mean, you brought this up. He's like, you're just getting frustrated about it.
Yeah, I was, not frustrated necessarily, but I was talking with a couple clients last week, people that are interested in our coaching program, and it came up because one of the individuals has an avatar, and she's very clear about her avatar. The type of, she trains women. She had a list of demographics that she knew about the people that she trains. And she's like, well, yeah, but at the same time, I feel like I'm leaving money on the table because, I don't train men and I don't train youth sports and I don't do all this. I'm going to open up my gym to all of these people. And I'm like, whoa, hey, wait. While it's nice to be able to kind of serve and cater to everybody or have a solution for everybody, you have a solution for the people who know exactly what they're looking for. That's very hard to provide. And I reminded her of that old saying, the old saying of who's better off, the general practitioner or the neurosurgeon, right? The neurosurgeon gets paid exponentially more money for knowing one specific thing really well.
Yes.
And so I kind of, opened her eyes to that concept. And then we started talking about the benefits of knowing that avatar client, not only from the marketing side, but all the way through to serving your clientele. She knows the music that they like. She incorporates her workouts around their struggles, their needs, but is pretty much unanimous across everybody she works with, right? So that's much easier than having to figure out, how do I train, a youth sports performance athlete at the same time or in the same day or same session as a 65-year-old female or whatever it may be. So, she was basically trying to open up opportunity, but didn't realize the work and the stress and the changes that would have to happen from that. So it brought up the idea of how many, and then I looked at it kind of retrospectively. Most gyms cater to everybody, and they don't cater to a niche or an avatar.
Well, that's pitfall number 5 on the it's more instead of better.
Yeah.
So the pitfall is we should add this, youth sports. We should add active adult. We should add one-on-one. Let's do spin, yoga. And we've all fallen into those traps.
Sure.
But not extracting everything you can from what you have is a pitfall, because her mindset was, I'm leaving money on the table.
Yep.
I see that the opposite. You can go hard in this one lane, and you can be the one place where every single person that fits that demo will drop in.
That's exactly the direction. That's the shift kind of that we took, or I took her through in the call, and and she's like, oh, that opens my eyes to so much. She didn't realize like that the benefit of all of those things.
Powerful.
And then we talked about it. I mean, from marketing, but to your point, general marketing, that appeals to everybody, but it appeals to nobody. Right? Like, there's nothing nowadays with how close social media is and how with the data points they have on us and stuff like that. It's almost creepy and eerie how much it feels like these consumers know what we're looking for.
Not the consumers, but the businesses.
Yes, thank you. I apologize.
Yeah.
The companies was what I was going with, but there's a benefit to some of that. Right? If I am in need of something, if I need something to be repaired, or if I break something, or like if something happens in my life and they instantly have that fixed for me,
life's better.
It's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
The other side of it's when some of those things that we want just keep reminding us that, hey, but that's right there for you if you do want it. And that's when we make the decisions. But for the benefits of that, right? Knowing who your consumer is in this situation, knowing the likes, the interests, how to speak to that person.
Yeah.
That's what you cater your marketing to.
Yes.
You talk about things that trigger emotions within that individual, right? If you're speaking to men, speak to men. If you're speaking to women, speak to women.
Yes.
Characteristics about that individual. Now, granted, Facebook's going to have some limitations. You can't call out certain pain points and make somebody feel bad, essentially. But you can use the copy that you're writing to make that person connected to the ad.
It's magnetic marketing.
Yeah.
So it's almost, they call it dog whistle marketing, where only the people that it's supposed to talk to, those are the only people that pay attention. Dog whistle marketing, right? And it is the most powerful thing you can do in your gym that nobody's really doing that well. I mean, everybody's kind of thinking they're doing it well. So let's just take this one example. I'm not even sure who this person is, but let's just say it's 50 and over women. It sounds like it might be women. Look, well, before I even do that, how do we even know who you serve? This is an exercise we did early on, because we were basically open to everybody. Yeah. But we started to attract a specific crowd, and I was starting to look around like, yeah, there's some similarities here. And it could be the area you live in. It may be the way you market. It may be just the shopping center you're in, because it's convenient to these other stores that these other clients are going to. And so what we did, and I really suggest every gym do this once a year, unless you're really in tune with what you got. So here's how we did it, and it was really cool. We had a team meeting, printed out the client list, and we graded every single client an A, B, or C. And really the way we graded them is like, an A client is, we want more of these people. B is, hey, either way, we're good with these folks. And C, we don't want any more of these people. And you need to take it all the way down to, are they bringing energy into the gym or sucking energy from you? Are they just a complainer, or are they positive? Like, those are all the things. And so we basically got it down to like, hey, who are the top 20 clients that we want more of? Yeah. Because that's what we were trying to determine, is like, how do we get more Bruces? How do we get more Kathys? How do we get, and everybody has those clients that you love, and you just wish they would bring all their friends, because they're all awesome. And we need them all here with us, because then you enjoy training them. You can't wait to see them. They got a great story. They just took a trip, and you can't wait to hear about it, right? So we graded them out, and we basically, we started breaking them down. What does this person do? How old are they? Where do they live? What do they drive? Where do they eat? And we started to determine, and it was pretty similar. It was like, wow, home run, right?
Yeah.
We started realizing that, gosh, they drive these types of cars. They have kids or don't have kids. They're all around this age. They live in these neighborhoods, because there's mapping software. We just put all of our client addresses in, and it just plots it on a map. It's called Streets and Trips. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what else is out there. But
I'm sure something does.
It was so cool. It literally plotted all of our clients. So we determined who they were, and we started working our marketing towards that, and we started catering to that. And ever since we did, we can run an ad and get more Kathys.
Yeah.
And like, how powerful is that?
That is exactly what everybody says that they want all the time, and they don't do what it takes to get that result, really. But man, so powerful. I mean, you could take that stuff so deep. It doesn't even, again, the marketing to me is almost the easiest side to use to influence or to implement your avatar, right? You're picking those types of things when you're setting some of these targeting parameters and so forth in your ads. But when it comes to servicing your client, let's say you have a part of your client onboarding, you give them a gift or something like that. Well, if you knew that 60% of your clientele, either golfers or they drink wine or they do that. Those are the things that make relationships and take the experience, personalize it. It was part of that. What did we just read? How to Never Lose a Customer Again. Was about those unique things. I remember him talking about golf, right? And when he was at that one golf course, he grabbed the ball for the guy and
he closed the deal
because the client didn't care about the actual service that he was pitching. None of that mattered. All he did was show that he cared about the relationship, and he remembered the details that weren't the business, that weren't servicing the client, that weren't the things that are the expectation of the job. Yeah. Right. And this is where there's so much power too. Beyond once a client is your client, here's all of our answers again. It's like having the secret black book. To knowing how to keep our clients happy. This is the information. Yeah. What are these people's? What are their characteristics? What are their habits? I mean, major corporations do this. Data companies, social media companies. They're not social media companies. They're data companies, right? The number one, the reason that they're the largest organizations in the world at this point is because this is what they're doing.
Yeah, it's the data.
It's all data, and we all have it at our fingertips. You
just got to run through and do the work, right? So don't just throw ads out there with a 7-day free pass to everybody. Like, get more specific. I mean, you can get into the weeds with targeting and stuff on Facebook and all this stuff with, hey, I want only Corvette drivers because I know Corvette drivers, a male 50 to 65 years old, you target Corvette. You could
literally target Corvette. I'm sure you could target Corvette.
I know you can.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz and Land Rover.
100,000 likes on Facebook, I think.
Yeah. No, it's there's another. It's basically and who cares, but it's the activity on their page that week.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's it. So whatever. Look, guys, you have the knowledge in your head. You kind of know who those clients are, but now start tailoring your entire marketing towards that, but also the experience in the gym, and you will go far. And take it back to the general practitioner Randy just said. I did this for a presentation, right? Niches are in the riches, or riches are in the niches. We looked at the medical field and we said, who makes the most money in the medical field? And towards the bottom was pediatricians for all kids, and towards the bottom were general practitioners. At the top, cardiologists, anesthesiologists that are specific to what, lung pulmonary specialists. One specialty. Like you need your lungs fixed, you go see this guy.
Well, I mean, think of if you were going to get a surgery. I mean, I would much rather have the knee specialist work on my knee than the guy who just knows bones.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
They were up high too. The orthopedics,
orthos. Yeah.
So guys, really, the point is we could all be doing better. You can be doing better. You can speak better to your market. You can actually deliver better value if you focus and do the work and just really get into the weeds with the data and use it for benefit for everybody. Your clients are going to get a better result. You're going to get a better result, and you will be the place to be for that type of person. So, guys, take this, run with it. Please don't just listen and say, hey, that's a great idea. Thumbs up. Let's get back to normal, everyday business. Go make some damn changes, would you guys? All right, that's it for this episode. Till next show, guys, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next show. Bye. All right, and thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals, and when you do, We're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.